All right, I picked this S100 up this afternoon, and while we was at the guy's house, we noticed one side of the deck was hanging lower than the other. I thought it was a little bit off until I crawled in there and looked, and that hanger right there, if you look on the other side, it's not there. So I got to put a hanger on there, and I'm going to pull the deck off and sharpen the blades and clean it out. It looks pretty filthy. But here's the other side. It's just missing. See, it's supposed to go right in there and hook up here on there. Okay, I'm going to see if I got a used one around here somewhere. But if I can't find a used one, I got this S240 in here with a blown motor. And that was just somebody went by, a neighbor waved. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the hangers are identical on this. Yep. Okay. That one looks like it's a little wore. No, it's not wore. That's just grease or something, or paint or something on it. Say, it can't be worn too much. This machine ain't that old. But if I pull it off and it is warm, or worn in that area, then I got this one over here, wherever it's at. Okay. Right there. Okay. So I'm going to cut this video short and look for a hanger. Then I'll start this back up and we'll pull that deck off, clean it out real good, sharpen the blades, check all the pulleys, and throw it back together and hopefully get it back to this guy this afternoon. Alright. Okay. I looked in all my junk piles and especially over there, couldn't find no hanger. So what I'm going to do is just take it off of this one, and then I'll have to order one for this one. But the ones on here are like new. This tractor is only probably about 2 years old, 3 years old. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to go over here, take this deck off. First thing we do is take this pin out of here. That's the deck engagement cable. Take the pin out of here, unhook that, and then come back here where it's hooked to the pulley and try to unhook it. I'll wait till I pull it out a little bit. Okay, the hanger on this side, there's a little cotter key up there. Pull it out. This just turns and twists. After you get that unhooked, this just, try to get a shot here. This just turns. See how it won't come out like that, but you turn it, pops right out. Okay. Then after that, there's another cotter pin up here. Pull it out. Pull the washer off. And let it, okay. Alright, yeah, just let it hang down there. And then I'll go to the other side and do the same thing. Let's get some cardboard to kneel down on. Dirty cardboard, almost dirty as floor. Okay, so this one, we don't have to pull it off because it's already gone. So let's go up here to this this bracket up here and pull it off. Got that washer for it. Okay, pull that off, pull that off. Okay, the next thing we got is unhook the front, this little hanger right here, and pull the belt off. So let's go ahead and get this unhooked. Maybe it'll be easier from the other side. Let's go ahead and unhook this belt. I'll have to unhook it from the other side. Alright. Bring the belt up here and then pull it down. Easy peasy. How lousy at camera work, so had my thumb over the camera. Anyway, let's go down here. And boy, I better get my glasses on because I can't see nothing. Ah, okay. Alright. It's got the funny clip. But they work pretty good, so. Take the washer off. And unhook this right here from that hole. Okay, well, ready to slide it out and try to unhook that engagement cable. Well, my finger's showing a lot on these videos. Okay, here's the engagement cable, and let's see if we can easily get this unhooked. Okay, we got her. Okay, take this engagement cable and get it out of our way here. Okay, let's pull her out. Okay, well, I got it out. I want to check the pulleys. Because believe it or not, the pulleys do wear out on the grooves. The V-shaped especially. Okay, but everything looks good. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, let's flip this up. Boy, that takes a lot out of you. Oh, I must have hit the wrong button because it shut off on me. Okay, here's underneath the deck. Okay, what I'm going to do is clean all this out. Sharpen them blades and put it back on. Alright, I'll start this up after I clean out the blades. Okay, we got the deck cleaned out. Quite a bit of stuff under there, but that's not unusual. Anyway, I'm getting ready to pull these blades off. And we're pretty tore up on this one. And this one, I don't know if they hit the gravel or what, but gravel is usually what would do something like that. And this side didn't get too dinged up at all, neither did the other end. Okay, I'm going to pull these off and sharpen them. Let's see if we can get a picture of this. Okay. See if we can get a good, ooh, man, it is pretty well. Both sides are tore up. I don't know if you can see this, the big chunk out there. and chunks out all the way down. I'm going to try to see if I can, yeah, on both ends of the blades. They were on the back side, so you could only see it on this one. Because look at on this one, you don't see nothing hardly. It's a little roughed up, but you don't see no silver until you flip it over, and then you see all kinds of silver. So what I'm going to try to do is even that out, except for that won't even out. We'll be ruining the blade if we do that. I'm going to try to even it out as much as I can, and then put a good sharp edge on there and see what we got. This side is about the same way. Well, let me see here. Okay, got him about as sharp as I could. I was real close to calling the guy and saying he needs a new set of blades because it's got a ding in there that I couldn't get out. It was pretty deep. And this one's got a couple dings. One there, one there, one there, one there. Tell you what I think did this is gravel. I've had them in before. Okay, well, let's put it back on there. See how they cut. And if they cut bad, I'll call him. Call him and see if he wants to put new blades on. Alright, one down, one to go. I don't know if my phone is Still working or not? Yeah, it's still working. These are much better. These are, I can sharpen easily. Yeah, it has a little ding right here and a ding right here. 2 places. But I'm pretty sure I can get most of that out. And this one over here, same 2 spots. That's unusual. Anyway, let me see if I can get a good edge on these. Oh yeah. That one was easy compared to the other one. Alright, now when you install these, there's a little star on here. Fits this little star pattern on the blade. And you always install with the sharp end, the end that you sharpened, towards the mower. Otherwise you will have problems. So you set it on here until it locks down. You see, it locks down right there. What I like to do though is this blade is going across. I like to make sure this blade is as close as I can get to going up and down. Okay, that usually only matters on the timed decks. But I like to do it on all the decks. Make sure it was on that octagon shaped key. All right, got the blade sharpened, deck all cleaned out, and time to put the deck back on. Okay. I'm going to set this back down here so it can sort of watch me put the deck back together, or back on. Let's get all this on the cardboard. Alright. Get all these big chunks of grass out of my floor. Alright. Okay, well I got this off. I'm gonna check the drive belt. Okay. Drive belt and the pulleys look fine. All the tires are up and good, so don't have no issues with that. Battery's looking good at 13 volts. That's where it should read. Right at 13. Can't really see a whole lot with this camera, but checking the oil, it's full, not too bad, it's not too dirty, so I can see it probably needs to change next year, beginning of next year, but other than that, the oil's good, tires good, belt, drive belt's good. Okay. There isn't nothing I really need to check underneath the tractor except for the drive belt and the pulleys, and they're all good. Okay. Before you slide it under, you want to bring these arms forward. Make sure everything's good. Check the pulleys on the deck, make sure there's no movement. There is movement here, but that's normal. It wouldn't hurt to wiggle these up and down. Very little and no play at all. Okay, let's slide it under. Now before I get it under all the way, I want to take and hook this up. At least the spring, because it's a pain in the ass to get it out. Okay, what you want to do is bring it under everything. There's a belt there, and there's a brake arm here. You got to go underneath it. And there's a little slot in this pulley right here. Put it into. Maybe I can bring this over here a little bit. But there's a little slot right there. I'm sure you can see it. It goes up underneath everything and in. Okay. See how you got to go underneath this brake rod, underneath the belt, and then you bring it over here to its hookup. And what you do for that is you just slide it down over, slide it down in that slot, and then fit it into that hole. Okay, there's also a hole there. And looks like they had a big pin in it. There's a hole on one side of this. I better get my glasses on. Let me see if I can hit it. Nope, time for the glasses. Can't see the hole. You know what? It's a long walk to my truck. Put these things on, they give you a headache. Okay. The hole is on the bottom. I tell you what, I don't like that pin being in there like that. Makes for a long video when you got a slow old man trying to do shit. Oops. I not only need glasses, now I need a light. This usually ain't this hard. I don't know what the hell it's doing. Okay. Whoever's watching the video is watching a blank screen probably now. Well, why is this such a pain in the ass? The hole is back further than it usually is. Okay, finally. Okay, what I did with this pin was I ran it through the hole all the way to the back one. That's why he lost that hanger, because it wasn't all the way on the back one. They're a pain in the ass to get off if you do it that way. I know I've cussed myself and said, hey, why did I do that? But you do it because pieces come unclipped and they fall off like this one did. Okay, I got that hooked up. Let's push it in now. There's still grass on that cardboard, and I just emptied it. Okay, what we want to do is bring this up to here. So, almost there. Okay, that arm goes on there, and we throw a pin in it. This is a bitch to do when you... Okay. Okay. We got the washer back on there. Let's see if we can get this pin in there. I'm going to set the phone down. Okay, we got the pin in there, and like I said with the other pin down there, push it all the way to the end. A lot of them, they stop it right here, and that's why things come off. But these are all the way to the end. I will do all of them that way. Okay, this back hanger that's missing on the other side, you just take this thing right here. It's oval shaped, so you put it in sideways like this and then turn it, and since it's oval, it locks itself in there when it's straight up and down. Okay, and then you bring it up and you hook it on that, which is going to take 2 hands because I got to lift the deck up by hand. So you get to see my ceiling for a little bit here. Holy shit, that's heavy. Okay. Alright, got it up on there. Now we take this big washer here and put it on there, and big pin. Okay, see how it's on right there? That's how the factory puts it on. And then you lose stuff halfway through or within a couple of year or two of mowing. So I'm going to put this all the way up on there. See where it's on the last heel? That way it's got to break that one. It's got to come loose off of that one and this one. It's got to, instead of just one stop area where the bend is, it's got 2. Usually they put them on up to here, and then it's only got 1 bend area, and that comes out pretty easy. Okay, got the arm on, got this on. Okay, let's see here. We got the belt, and that just goes in these little hooks here. I gotta use 2 hands. This is gonna get ridiculous here. Okay, putting the front on. We got that hooked up there. Let's stick a little. Well, we're back. I keep hitting buttons on the phone. I guess if you hit the volume button, it shuts the video off. Anyway, there's washers that go on all of these before the pin. Now these you can only go to the middle area because it's a different type of pin. I've never had no problems with these holding though, like I have the others. So these hold pretty good. There's no way to run it all the way back. There's no way to run it all the way back here or there because it locks right in the middle. Okay, got the belt on this side. Them two guides there help hold the belt on. There's one on the other side too. All right, let me see here. Everything on this side is done. So let's go to the other side. All right. Did I shut that off again? Jesus criminy. I did not like this phone. Shuts off every time I touch it on the side. Anyway, here's the new hanger. Not new, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's in good shape. All right, let's go over here. Okay, I don't know if you can see or not, but like I said, this goes in sideways, oblong, kind of like this, and then you turn it this way, and there it goes. Okay, I may have to adjust this to get it right. But we'll see. Okay, well that one didn't go. Sick of this phone. All right, that pin didn't go all the way on, so I'm gonna give it a tap or two with a hammer. Try to muscle it on, your hand slips off and you end up getting cut. Okay, there we go. Got it all the way on. Okay, now let's see how even this deck is. Okay, we have I got to get down here with it. We have 4 inches. Let's go to the other side and see what we got over there. Okay, we got 3 5/8 on this side. So, what I'm going to do is tighten that nut probably about 5 or 6 turns until I get it level. Alright, let's go see. I want to go look at the other side, the hanger, and see how much thread we got showing. And it kind of gives me an idea of how much to do on this side. Okay, yeah, we got a good 1/4 inch showing there. So I'm gonna make that a 1/4 inch over there. Let's see. It's probably a 1/2 inch or a 13. Let's try a 13. See what we got here. My phone's just going to sit. All you're going to see is blackness for a minute here. Yep. It's not a 13. Let's try a 15. Oh yeah, that fits pretty good. Let's see what we got here. I'm telling you, this fucking phone. I wonder if it's still recording me cussing. Yeah, it did. Anyway, let's see what we got here on the measurement. We're just a hair off. We need to go up just a hair. Let's see what we got here now. We're on 4 exactly. Okay. Blade sharpened, deck cleaned out, deck leveled, new bracket. Oh, and the belt's got to go on this side. So we got to figure out how it goes.